Can probate cases be sped up in the state of Florida? And the answer to the question is yes, but we got to address some of the underlying causes of why probate cases take so long. One thing to understand from the front end is there's certain time periods that you just can't get around. You got to file that case, and then the notice to creditors is a 90-day period that you just have to wait for. Now, there are ways to get ahead of that. Certain procedural rules that are often overlooked, certain wrinkles in there that allow us to get that 90-day clock running from the very front end. That's one of the things that early on I started doing, a little bit of controversy in there, and then I found a case that allowed me to do exactly that, get that 90-day clock running on the creditor period so that we can move this thing along. But lawyers are rightly being held accountable because probate cases are dragging on way too long. One of the secret stories about what's happening in courts all across the state is that the legislature, the Florida Supreme Court, are cramming down requirements on lawyers and then on judges that are demanding that cases be moved along. I've taken that very seriously, been paying very careful attention to that, and we're doing things in this office to be responsive to that. And one of the things that we have to do at the front end is to help that client get all the documents that are necessary to allow that case to start moving. There's a database, a system that we are online now that provides us access to bank accounts, stock information, insurance policies, all those sorts of things. It's something that we didn't previously have, but we're using that to fulfill our duty, our obligation to the court to start moving things along. So that most important question, what can be done to move a probate case along? Work with a lawyer that understands at the front end we have a duty, we have an obligation to move that case along and adjust your procedures accordingly. Now, that puts a burden on the part of the lawyer and the client to work together to get those documents at the front end. If you're involved in a probate case that isn't moving along, give us a call. We'll give you some options to help you move that case along.